Hey guys, welcome back to yet again another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to restore your OnePlus 7, your 7 Pro, your 7T, and your 7T Pro back to an unmodified state. Now this will include restoring your warranty. This video was requested by a user in my previous video, so if you have any requests yourself, please let me know in the comments and I'll take a look. Now there are videos on something similar to this. However, in those videos, I've seen comments such as, what if I'm on a custom ROM? Will this guide work for me? So this process will work if you're simply just rooted or even if you have a custom ROM installed. It's sort of a one guide fits all. This process is simple and can be followed by anyone, no matter what kind of modification they have on their OnePlus device. It just takes you back to stock. Some of the steps in this video are exactly the same as the steps taken in my unbricking video. So in certain parts of this video I have reused some of the footage, however I can assure you that this is a complete guide that will get you back to stock. I'd just like to add a couple of things before we begin. The first is that I'm doing a giveaway of a copy of Titanium Backup Pro. Now I'll be giving this copy away when I reach 50 subscribers, so if you want a chance to win, then please subscribe. The second is that I would really appreciate any feedback that you have. So if this video helped you, then please show your support by commenting, subscribing, and liking the video. If this video didn't help you, then please let me know why in the comments, and I will aim to reply to every single one of your comments below. And finally, without any further delay, let's get into it. The whole process can be split into two stages. The first stage is to flash the stock ROM, which will get rid of things such as root, your custom recovery such as TWRP, and any custom ROM that you may have flashed previously. The second stage is to relock the bootloader, as the bootloader is not relocked when you flash. Just a word of warning, flashing a stock ROM will wipe your data, so please make any necessary backups before flashing. Following the link in the description, you'll be taken to a post on XDA developers. Now, make sure that the model of your device, for example, if it's a OnePlus 7 Pro, make sure that's listed in the title of the post. If you're on a OnePlus 7T, it should say OnePlus 7T in the title or the post. Then scroll down until you see download. Now here there are three options for you. All three links contain the same firmwares, however they're just on different websites. So I prefer SourceForge, so I'm going to click on the SourceForge link. So once you've clicked on the links, you'll see two or three types of firmware. The first begins with OB, which stands for Open Beta, which we're not interested in at all right now, so just ignore those ones. Then the other two are either Europe or global. So if you've got a European device, you'll be interested in the European firmwares. If you're anywhere outside of Europe, then you'll be interested in the global firmwares. Now, one important thing to note is that you shouldn't be downloading a firmware that's on a different Android version. So for example, if you are rooted on Android 9, or if you're on a custom ROM that is based on Android 9, then you shouldn't be downloading an Android 10 firmware. The same goes for if you're on Android 10, you shouldn't be downloading an Android 9 firmware. So just download the latest firmware available that is on the same Android version. So if you're on a low Android 9 firmware, you can download the latest Android 9 firmware. With the phone powered off, you want to boot into fast boot mode. To do this, you have to hold the volume up, the volume down, and also the power all at the same time. It's a bit awkward to hold on camera. Hold these buttons until you feel a vibration and then let go. And now you'll be in fast boot mode, which looks like this. At this point, you can connect your phone to your computer. On the computer, first we want to open a command prompt window and also to locate the folder containing the firmware for the device. Before we begin, we want to make sure that the device can be recognized by the computer. In order to do this, we have to drag the fastboot command into the command prompt window, then leave a space and type in devices. If the phone is correctly identified by the computer, you'll see a string of numbers followed by the word fastboot. If this is not the case, then it's likely that you don't have the correct drivers on your computer. In the description of this video, I'll provide a link to something called OEM drivers, which you can click and download the correct drivers. Once you have these drivers, your computer should recognize the phone and you should see the string of numbers followed by fastboot. Now the only thing left to do is to go back into the folder and double click a file called Flash All. When you double click this file, it will start the flashing process to restore the phone. What it would do is open up another command prompt window and start the process itself. This process will take a while. It normally takes about 10 to 15 minutes, so it's probably worth taking a break and letting the computer do its thing. I'd just like to give you a heads up that you may see messages such as invalid sparse file. Now these are messages that are nothing to be concerned about, and they always display themselves. What I would do is I will leave the process of my computer running in the video and I will just speed it up so you can use that as a reference just to make sure everything's going normally. But please feel free to skip this part of the video to the point of where it's finished. Okay, so the phone has now finished and it will undergo its normal booting process. What you can do now is just unplug it from the computer. This will take a little longer than usual just because the phone is booting for the first time. So what I'll do is I'll just fast forward this part of the video. When the phone does boot up, it will ask you to run through the setup process. Now I recommend just skipping through this process because when you relock the bootloader, it will re-wipe the phone and you'll have to go through the setup process again. So for now, just skip through it. I will do this now and join you again when it's finished. Once you have finished the setup process, shut down the phone and boot back into fastboot mode. You can then reconnect the phone back to the computer. So now that the computer is connected to the phone in fastboot mode, we are actually only going to need one command to relock the bootloader, and that again is the fastboot command. So we can actually use the fastboot command file from the firmware folder that we downloaded previously. So we will just go ahead and double check that the computer can properly access the phone by running the same test as what we did last time. So dragging the fastboot command into command prompt and then typing in devices. So here we can see that the computer can properly recognize the device. And now finally, we will drag fastboot back into command prompt for the last time and then type in OEM lock. A notification will pop up on the phone and ask you if you want to lock your bootloader. Use the volume down key to select lock bootloader and click the power key to confirm. The phone will then begin to wipe the data before booting up. And there you have it. Your OnePlus device has now been restored to stock OS and the bootloader is relocked. This means that your warranty is now valid. Let me know how you got on with this process down in the comments, along with any requests that you may have for future videos. So thank you, and until next time.